Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm sure you're all aware of the new game mode, Plunderstorm, that has just released recently. An event where you're meant to be a novice pirate gathering up doubloons and taking some names along the way for your pirate captain. I won't get too much into it, but it's a lot of where my ideas began to derive from. Somewhat. In my own variant, instead of you playing as a novice pirate, you would instead be playing as the various heroes, or villains, of Azeroth in a non-canonical match in different places around the globe, where you could face various mobs, collect resources, and face off against your enemies alongside your other allies. This is where you'd be playing as, I don't know, an example like Rexxar, or Jaina, or Thrall, just to name a few examples. Pretty much, it's Heroes of the Storm, except it's only the Warcraft universe, really. No other franchises like Overwatch or Diablo. Yes, as you've definitely read the title, I want to bring Heroes of the Storm into World of Warcraft as a new type of game mode. Akin to Plunderstorm, as I said, scenarios, battlegrounds, auto expeditions, delves, don't really know much about delves, but we're throwing them in here, etc. This isn't entirely a new idea even remotely, but it was enough to stir me from my slumber and throw this video together. For the longest while, I've always enjoyed those quests where you briefly got to play as the likes of Illidan, Arthas, Chen, Uther, and various other characters in World of Warcraft, and strangely they're not as common as I thought they were, so this is still somewhat untouched territory that I feel could be fun and obviously touched on further for a game mode like this. For simplicity, ease, and recognition, I would include almost every class in the game alongside a larger character. Essentially, I would just take the characters from Hearthstone at the moment who represent said class, and maybe down the line they can add other characters if it's successful enough as like different skins or whatever. So warriors would have Garrosh, shamans would have Thrall, Valyria for rogues, paladins would have Uther, hunters would have the obviously best Rexxar, druids would have Malfurion, warlocks Gul'dan, mages Jaina, priests Anduin, death knights would have Arthas, demon hunters would have Illidan, and monks would have Chen. I'm not really sure who the evoker representee could be besides maybe Emberthal, Sarkarath, or maybe even Neltharion / Deathwing. That would be pretty dang fun and also hella cool and just it'd be great, not gonna lie. The idea would be you get to choose what character or class you get to play as, and they'd have a set of abilities you'd get and unlock during the match against either the players or the NPCs. Again, very, very much it's just the gameplay of Heroes of the Storm, but you throw in a little bit of WoW in there, so unlocking the talents, leveling up with your team. It would not be like you die at the beginning of the game and you never res like Plunderstorm currently has. No, that's the Fortnite-ness of it all, the battle royale of it all. No, this would be it'd be like a battleground, you know. It'd be just like a battleground really when I think about it. But you would not die instantly. You'd fight alongside your team. You'd level up. You'd try to get the other team's base destroyed. Maybe that'd be cool. I think that they've kind of done something like that with Wintergrasp, but I guess it would be a little bit more different this time around. And also, I'm quite certain that I'm gonna get this in the comments, but I'm gonna get the just play Heroes of the Storm ban. Why add such a thing into WoW? And yeah, as I don't want them to work on this if it costs them raids, or player housing, or any other coveted features that people might enjoy, but they've got such a large enough team now to warrant such a pet project, I think. So, I think it'll be fine. This is more, I think, in terms, like, proven by, Plunderstorm recently, because that did not cost us a raid tier, that did not cost us really anything too big, so I think that they could do something like this. I do think that what I'm asking for is a little bit bigger than Plunderstorm, but I digress. And I just really want them to start experimenting more with WoW after Plunderstorm. in terms of like playing around with ideas that I think they know will work and players will somewhat enjoy. They don't need to make this like something that people have to do. I really think that this Heroes of the Storm thing could just be an activity or a thing that people could really like, maybe. And also, I know this is more towards people who are going to say this in the comments. While I could just play Heroes of the Storm, it's not that it's dead or anything. It's still alive as far as I've seen from some of my friends, but I've not really a reason to play it anymore, personally. But if you gave me a reason to play this WoW version of it for Transmog, based on the characters that we're playing as, or some mounts, or just something really to do in WoW in general, of all things, I'll definitely play the heck out of it in World of Warcraft, comparatively, because it gives me rewards that I can use to the game that I'm playing the most right now. I'm not playing Heroes of the Storm anymore. I've gotten what I wanted from it, really. I'll play it maybe for fun with friends, but friends haven't really been wanting to play that either, so I think this could be a really fun and cool game mode that could really add a lot to World of Warcraft. I mean, not like in a very major way, but I think it'd be fun is the thing, and fun is paramount, I think, in any video game. I'm a big fan of Heroes, so this could be a nice way to preserve it and also give players the means to play as their favorite heroes, because, you know, sometimes I want to play as Rexxar and I can't do that, so this would be a nice little outing for me. I'd also probably play as Thrall and other characters, depending on their gameplay. I think it'd be fun, though, because you'd have Misha with Rexxar and all that jazz, and I just think that could be really fun. And I might actually really enjoy PvP again if they give a mode like this, or if it's somewhat similar to this, you know? I think it'd be really fun if they do something like this, definitely down the line. I'm very, very down for this idea if they ever want to take it from my, would my hands be dead? I don't know. But that's just my hat being thrown to the ring for Blizzard once again. What do you all think? Would you want to play the heck out of this too, or do you feel like it'd be a waste of time? As ever, I'm biased and love my own ideas a lot, but I understand if, you know, the player base is like, no. And the thought of playing as my favorite characters in this mode would just be awesome, as I've said. But leave your thoughts down below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and ring that coveted bell. You can also join me on my Discord, where we discuss all sorts of stuff and things on there. Would love to have you. And if you like me enough, you can support me on my Patreon, like these amazing folks here. Helps out a ton to get these videos out there. But until next time, my friends,